Alright, we're back. So, unfortunately, we did miss that one trade. The one trader. Bye. So, you could make silkworms for, like, last resort food, but I wouldn't really recommend that. Thankfully, you don't have to, like, buy silkworms from a trader to get these started. That kind of suck. Like we got some more people out here, which is good to see. Population is definitely starting to increase. And honestly, we could probably have more. Still have some more, though. I was contemplating whether or not to start building a quarry. I was like, not yet. Just flag all of that, because all this, like, east of this mountain ridge here is going to be city. This stuff will probably all be like forced, and even then, like this, any non wood resource could probably also get picked up. I don't know where to put my phone. I'm getting used to this new sort of setup here. I usually don't have my phone plugged in, but it's starting to run low. I kind of want to keep it plugged in for right now. I think the next things we're going to need to do is build a boarding house so that we can start upgrading some of these wooden houses. I don't really have any stone. That's kind of the problem at the moment. Oh, looks like oh, died during childbirth. That's unfortunate. We're actually almost out of firewood. So anything that you put in the trader stays there. So if you are running low on stuff, it's not because you're just purely running low, it's because things are in the trader still. And people not dying to hypothermia is more important to me than trying to keep the trader having stuff, because it will be fine. The trader will be fine. Like our second barn is almost up, although it looks like our first barn is back down to like normal storage. So depending on, you know, how much silkworm cocoons are worth quite a bit, which is really nice to see. But kind of just depending on what a trader is looking for, because honey might not be something that a trader wants. So honestly, just send all of the silkworm cocoons over here, because until we get a clothier, whatever, we can't really use the silkworm cocoons for anything else, as far as I'm aware. Let's go ahead and build some more houses. Build 2 houses, and then we'll extend this road out at some point. Doing fine on food. Actually have a couple of clothes surpluses. So if we wanted, we could start building a town hall, which could give us nomads, which are essentially a group of people. Might be good to build a hospital. We could fit it in right here. No. It's unfortunate. Let's take a look here. I'm trying to make sure that this is in line with the barn. Pause for a second. Extend that road out. Alright, what do you got? Trade strawberry. Okay, no. I think we're fine. If you had any rope, or if you had any type of seed or livestock, then we could talk. But as for right now, I think we don't really need any excess food. Maybe if they had like logs or stone or iron or something, maybe. I'm trying to see what would be like the best place to put in a quarry or something. And honestly, like down here in this area, like have this sort of being our cutoff from our city, and having this sort of be like the quarry and mining area might not be a bad idea. Especially like once all this wood and stuff is cleared out. Now, quarries are ginormous, but it should last us quite a while. I don't think they take too much resources. Unfortunately, they do take stone. Need to use stone to make stone, I guess. firewood's low again. That's not ideal. Okay. Do you have a fair amount of wood? I don't know. We might have to just go down here and set up another foresters. I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Use this sort of clearing right here. Find our gatherer's hut. Or build a house. We'll just use wood out here, just because that's a little easier to work with. And go ahead and build a road. Okay, and let our people get to it. We're sort of a bit busy, you know, doing this stuff though. It'll take them a little while. Oh, actually it doesn't take stone. My bad. It does take iron though, so that's gonna... But thankfully there's like a giant little pile right here. Just curious. If you're in the middle of like trying to drag, just right click and that'll cancel it. Just so you're not building stuff that you didn't mean to build. Oh boy. So, clearing out another big forest patch will increase the amount of logs that we have for a short period of time. Fortunately, you know, it's not super sustainable. Ugh. We might be almost at a point where we want to go ahead and build a school. What was this? This was a hospital. Right. We wanna start... I don't know if we want to build a school just yet. But I do know where it will go. So, once we build a school and, you know, assign a teacher, people will start getting an education, like, before they go, like, any child will go to student, and then a few years later in their life cycle, they will go to they will go ahead and... I'm going to pause this building. I just wanted to get it down so I know where it will be. But I think it's fine to pause it for right now. But yes, I think that's a good place for it. Health is fairly good, happiness is fairly good. It's not perfect, but yeah, what you gonna do? I don't know what the best rate is for these. Unfortunately, it doesn't show like how much they produce, like in an amount of time, like a year or a month sort of type deal. Trying to think of what the next sort of step will be. Obviously, we're working on a quarry, so that'll help keep our stone sort of more stabilized. We're starting to run into that issue where we don't have dismiss. We don't have any more like stone on the ground nearby. Because obviously there's still some stone, but it's primarily like so far away that it's not the most ideal to get to. I'm going to pause that one as well because we are not really dealing with any type of sicknesses just yet, and I kind of want to get this quarry finished. Now, I don't know if it doesn't look like it's putting this iron into the quarry automatically, which is unfortunate because if it's already there, it would make sense that it would just count. But I guess a builder or a laborer has to move it. It'd be nice if they would do that while on their way, rather than moving it all the way up to the stockpile just to move it right back. Stone is low, yeah. I mean, everything's removed, so it should start putting stuff in. Okay, hopefully these log houses will get finished here soon as well. Right, looks like the iron is starting to come in. This will be sort of our next thing. Now, this one is definitely a lot farther away, and there won't be quite as much overlap. I'm hoping that will help. Go ahead. Here, see. About 300 silkworms, silkworm cocoons. Still not enough, but it's definitely better. quarry looking? Almost done. 5 builders, I think we're perfectly fine. So our real, like, limit on firewood is honestly our logs. Like, we're fine right now, but you definitely need logs for a lot more than what you need firewood for. That makes sense. Because you need logs and so many other things other than firewood. While with firewood, all you really need is, you know, it's not really used for anything else. Okay, cool. Go ahead and put 3 people on the quarry. Is this about stone? Yeah, it's fine. He's almost done. Iron is low as well. Honestly, something that we could go ahead and set up our mine as well. I don't know what the real best way. Yeah, that's honestly fine. Go ahead and get a long-term iron producing thing set up. I think we will be happy with that. More houses, more people. We definitely needed to move out. Just like skyrocketed. So one of the things that I would really like is if there were like horses, or like carriages, or like carts, sort of like that cart that we start with, but can actually be pulled around to carry like more stuff from place to place. That'd honestly be really, really helpful. Alright, let's go ahead. Honestly, we might be able to just go with another woodcutter. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm leaning towards building another woodcutter. Good job, game. Looks like we almost have this stuff built. Looks like we also got a whole bunch of new laborers. This is another forester's lodge, which is perfectly fine. I think we want more foresters, especially out here where there's definitely not as much overlap with the other ones. Come on. Almost done. Honestly, we could probably put another hunting cabin out here as well. Gatherer's hut and a wooden house. I think out here it's fine to go ahead and have wooden cabins or wooden houses. I mean, I suppose you could probably call them cabins. Alright. This one was already started, so I would say it's probably fine to turn that back on. I am going to go ahead and give this priority, because I kind of want the mine to be finished first. Actually, the woodcutter is definitely the faster of the two to be finished, so probably better to go and do that first. Hopefully, whatever traders come by, they accept silk cocoons, because that's definitely going to be the thing I want to sell. It's not a good sign. The fact that we're having people getting hypothermia means that they're probably not, they probably don't have any coats. How are we doing down here? Oop, trader. Okay, I don't care about your whole at the moment. Well, I lied. So, higher point of coal. They don't. That guy doesn't accept. Honey, unfortunately. Let's see. So 2, so an extra 4. Yeah. Trade. So the coal, just having some coal is honestly fine, because coal will allow you to build steel tools, which requires logs, iron, and coal. Obviously, we don't really have the iron to sustain that at the moment, and until we get like a second mine that does specifically coal, we probably won't really need this, or won't be using too much of it. You are done. Go ahead and set you. Right, that's almost ready. What are you doing down here? Let's go ahead and just collect some of these resources. Because I have a feeling people are like walking all the way back to town, or at least back over to here, pick up stuff. Actually, it doesn't even look like this guy has any stone or other resources. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Another trader. just kind of passed by. Interesting. It's weird. I don't usually see traders just kind of pass. A really large lake. Not very good. Not really a lake you can like settle on though. Like down here maybe? Over here. Looks like the western shore is primarily mountainous. Alright, I think this is a good place to put in a cut for now. Alright, I will see you guys in the next one, and thanks for watching.